Hi, good evening from London, England, or good morning or good afternoon, wherever you're watching around the world. For you football fans, calling at you gentlemen, you ladies, you boys, you girls. This is your host, the guy himself, which is me, DLG Reppin, and I'm bringing you live live recording basically, and I'm going to talk about Arsenal as a whole and my review for this season. For me, it's been atrocious, just not good enough, and this season we're going to have to improve in our league table. I mean, we finished 8th last season, and that was just so diabolical. You know, it's the lowest we finished in a while, 8th, and I'm disappointed heavily. However, some of us finished 8th, and some of us celebrates finishing in a particular position, but we're not won anything for up to 12 years. But there you go. But for us, we got to look at ourselves and what we need to do to improve. Well, off the pitch, the transfers the transfers need to be on point. Raul Sanlihi got the sack because apparently he was involved in backhanders, and if you've got a head of football involved in that, he should no longer be working at the club. So I think our football club is right to react. Now, in terms of the transfer window, we've got to be on it because Manchester City will be hurting and hungry for the league title. Liverpool will be hungry for more success. Manchester United are improving vastly. Chelsea are looking strong. You know, Kai Havertz gets done, then that will automatically put them in a position where they can challenge for the title. So, you know, it's not going to be easy to get into the top 4. Leicester City, we don't know what Leicester City are going to turn up, you know. It'll be difficult for them to repeat their heroics of this season, because they have had a fantastic season despite losing to Manchester United at the business end of last season. The last game of the season, that was literally. But for me, for me, I'm looking at Arsenal here, and that's why I'm here to talk about the Arsenal. I'm just giving prime examples of our rivals and what they're going to be doing to improve. And for us, the midfield has got to be worked on. Our midfield is poor, completely atrocious. Need an attacking midfield player in there, someone who's got 10 assists, 10, 15 assists in them, 10, 15, possibly 20 goals in them, and Coutinho fits the bill. Now, it's going to be an expensive signing, loan or permanent, but it is worth the money. And again, we're going to have to possibly fund the money to get Thomas Partey in. I want that midfield bully destroyer, and he is exactly what we crave for. We need that midfield bully, and Thomas Partey fits the bill completely. And then saying that, the defence now, I've heard a little whisper that Gabriel Magalhaes, if that's how you pronounce his surname, he has agreed a 5-year deal, and he's meant to be rumoured to be in London today, or possibly tomorrow, for all I know, to sign a 5-year deal. He's 22 years of age. The fee comes at 22.7 million, which will rise up to 27 million tops. And that's Arsenal. They love pay now and pay the rest later deals. But, the main thing is, if we can get it over the line, well, for me, I don't know if it's going to make me happy or unhappy. But one thing for sure, we do need an experienced centre half. And if you're going to get an experienced centre half to play alongside Saliba, then you're going to need to sign another one, Arsenal. You're going to need to find someone with an experienced head, someone of a quality ilk. And I've always spoken about Lewis Dunk. And I've always had him in my mind. He's the sort of defender that leads from the back. He's commanding, dominant in the air. And he's what you would call an absolute Captain Marvel. And he would be a Captain Marvel in the dressing room without a shadow of a doubt. So for me, let's bring him in. Let's bring someone like him in. But he's going to come at a cost at 40 million. Now this is where we're going to have to think carefully. And in the defensive area, a right back is imminent. We definitely need a right back. You know, Bellerin will have a good game here. He'll have a good game, and his whole inconsistency will be forgotten altogether. But what people fail to realise is, he is just not at that standard as he once was, maybe 5 years ago. And I think his time has come. I think the time has come for Arsenal to go out and get a right back. Cedric Suarez is a good backup right back, but I want more in that position. I want more end product. I want more structure defensively. I want someone who knows the art of the role of a right back, both offensively and going the other way. See where my thumb is? Or see where my thumb is, that way, going the other way. And I want Max Aarons. I would love to see Max Aarons in there. You know? There might be another talent, maybe better than Max Aarons in there. We just don't know where we're going to find that talent. But Max Aarons springs to mind. You know, he'll come at a cost of 25 to 30 million. And Norwich has just been relegated. But Max Aarons proved to be one of their better performers in that back four last season, and he's the ideal quality that we need. And we need to look at the quality and bring in the quality that we need to improve our team, not any quantity, you know. And Gabriel, I haven't seen nothing of him. He's worth an estimated 27 million. That's what we will pay off, depending on these appearances and game time. I mean, the possibility of him and Saliba being our centre-half pairing, you know, it's quite daunting. We're going to have to be, well, if they're good enough, then, well, it's a case of me being patient again. And I've played patience for so many years now. It's time to bring in someone with a bit of know-how. But I don't know who we can get. If I can't get Lewis Dunk out of my mind, then there's got to be an alternative. But you guys let me know in the comment section below who you would like to see Arsenal buy and how many players in particular positions that we need to strengthen, you know, the squad. How many players do we need to make us better, to help us rise up the table? The aim is to rise above 8th. That's got to be the aim. We've got to perform and do better within the league table now. We've got a taste for success, winning the FA Cup. That's a start for Arsenal, for Mikel Arteta as a manager, and I'll come on to him a bit later on. For me, the players that I feel that we should get rid of, the goalkeeping department, I am happy. Beautiful problem in that department. The defenders, first name on my list, Kolasinac. He has got to go. He's... It's as if he doesn't give a toss about playing for Arsenal. That's the impression I get. He doesn't give a toss about being a professional footballer. it's the body language of him. And for me, his performances relate to what I'm saying. For me, he's got to go. I'm looking at Bellerin, and I think we should cut our losses with him. We can get, if we will be like, let's be realistic. We're looking at 25 to 30 million for him. You know. Selling Ainsley Maitland-Niles is tempting, but I would like to keep him. You know. Well, do I keep him to play midfield? Can he play in the three in the midfield? I think there's a possibility he can play in the three in the midfield. I mean, Thomas Partey, Xhaka, and Maitland-Niles in the same midfield three. But then again, Willock will not be too far off. But I see Maitland-Niles as a future midfield player, so I would like to keep him. Right, centre halves. Who do we need to get rid of? I think Socrates will be the first centre half gone. Either Holding or Callum Chambers will be gone. You sell one of them, you won't get much money. Just under 20 million. That's the realistic. That's the reality of the situation. You won't get much money for them. Or maybe both of them will cost you under 25 million. Callum Chambers and Holding. Mustafi, goodbye. If we can get just under 25 million for him, yeah, let's take that. And Bellerin, let's get 30 for Bellerin. If you're like 25 for Bellerin, 25 for Mustafi, and then that leaves you with 50 million to spend on a right back, and that will cover Max Aarons. That's a problem. That's a problem. They're sorted. Mavropanos, it remains unclear and unknown what's going to happen to him. Whether he will end up at Arsenal or he'll end up being shipped on loan. We've got about 8 centre halves, and Arteta wants the 4-3-3 next season. So there's work to be done. Off the pitch as well as on it. Or off the pitch first. A lot of work to be done off the pitch. That's what we're concentrating on. Midfield for me. I just don't know what we're going to do with Torreira. If Partey is to come in, then there's a possibility that we'll get Torreira shipped out of the door. How much will we get out of him? Again, it could be possibly, if not 35, maybe maximum 35 million, under 40 million. Now, you sell Torreira for that amount of money, let's say 35 for argument's sakes. Then for me, you go and get to Coutinho on loan. Because you've really got Partey. You don't see Torreira as part of your plans, and you sell him. Sell him off. And let's go and get an attacking midfielder. I mean, if we can't get Coutinho, the next best thing that will keep us going for at least 10 years is Szoboszlai. The guy who plays, the young 20-year-old Hungarian international, he plays for Red Bull Salzburg. Now, for me, get this guy into the Premier League with a bit of pre-season under his belt. And I'm going to love the new season coming up, because when this new season ends, the pre-season that we can give some of our younger players, let's say for Martinelli, Saka, if we were to sign a Szoboszlai, and who else? Pepe, for example. If we get these guys into more pre-season, they will only get better with age and with experience. So that's the aim. This season will be hopefully a better one in terms of our league positioning and how well we perform in the league. Because we need to dominate in the midfield, and that's where we're going to strengthen the most. all right, the defence needs touching as well. So it's mainly the defence and the midfield equally needs strengthening. The attack, don't see too much wrong with it. I think for the next season, come the end of next season, we're going to need another striker. So I'll leave the attack alone. Right, Mikel Arteta, I mean, in 28 games, we all know he's won the FA Cup. His win ratio, maybe just under 50%, but not bad for someone who's finished 8th, picked up a group of players who underperformed for Emery, played under Ljungberg for 6 matches, and he's galvanised us defensively. He's made us more resilient defensively, even though the defence that he has had to put up with, are not his players. The players in that defence are not his. They're not. And David Luiz, for example, he ain't going to be part of his plan. But he's made him sign a 1-year contract extension. But he ain't going to be really part of his plan. There's no way I want to see, personally, I don't want to see David Luiz play in the back 4 ever again. As long as we're going to a back 4, he cannot ever get involved. So for me, let's knock that one on the head. Tactically, he's improved ever since the Chelsea game, in my opinion. Or ever since the Olympiacos game, because he got out tactically done by the Olympiacos manager. I don't know the guy's name, but if you know his name, then leave it in the comment section below. And while you're watching this video recording, do smash the thumbs up like button for me, and please subscribe to me, my channel, DLG Reppin. That's me, myself and I only, yeah? Smash the subscribe button hard, passionately, left, right and centre and galore. Please do that. Thank you. I feel Arteta will... I think he could spring surprises, and get this team performing consistently on a resilient note. So I think we'll keep ourselves as quiet as possible, but we'll have to go about our business very quietly, if we're going to succeed to improve in the league table next season. Right, what else? I don't think there's nothing much to say. Oh, there's still more to talk about. Since Emery got the sack in November, our season was already in turmoil, and what Arteta's done is salvaged a lot of pride, and he's got 1 or 2 fans singing his name in praising, and it goes something like this: follow, follow, follow. Arsenal, the teams are follow. There is nobody better than Mikel Arteta. He's the best looking Spaniard I know. Now, I know one fan who sang that, and he sang that at the watch-along FA Cup final. God, I don't want to name his name. Lee Judges, big up yourself. Well sung, yeah? Big up yourself, Lee Judges, yeah? And thank you for that moment. You always crack me up. Anyway. So let me wrap this up. If you've got anything that you want to add to this video recording, then leave it in the comment section below. Do smash the thumbs up like button, and hopefully I can avoid the thumbs down. And smash the subscribe button for me, yeah? Yeah, smash that subscribe button for me. Left, right and centre. Yeah, smash that subscribe button for me. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon, or I may squeeze in tomorrow morning, yeah, depending on the time. If not, tomorrow afternoon's going to be, yeah? Thank you again for watching. Thank you for putting up with me, and thank you so much, yeah, for listening. So, right now, I'm going to end this video and say good night and rest well. Peace, bless, and love again, yeah? Bon voyage.